Power. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg, and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 4808-715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited. Quality you can trust.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Canupia.
وامنح الناس حبك بيض الله قلبك بيض الله قلبك كن سموحا لخصمك تلقى خصمك أحبك بيض الله قلبك بيض الله قلبك.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening and welcome to Breaking Barriers here on IBN Channel 8. Of course, it's not a good evening for some. I know there are many areas in Trinidad and Tobago that is underwater right now, and I just wish that we could be out there, to assist. But as you know, my schedule unfortunately does not allow for it. I'm just sorting out something here in the meantime while I'm talking to you, because so many things have gone on during the past few days in regards to what we have to do and what we continue to do. But of course, let me just welcome Tile Expression, and remember, Tile Expression is located right there in Canupia, right off Monroe Road. And I've been telling you this ever so often. And this is why, together with you, myself, and the people at Tile Expression, we have made them #1 in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to tiles, when it comes to service. And of course, they did that on their own. And of course, the best quality. So remember, if you're looking for exceptional service and tiles, right. So what happens is that I just wanna state that For those of you who looking to build, for those of you who looking to rebuild, for those of you who looking to renovate, check out Tile Expression. All right, time to start off on a depressing note. And when I say depressing, I am not kidding you, because what happened is that many of you know I grew up in Bamboo. And what happened is that the Bamboo Jamaat, my father was one of the founders of the Bamboo Jamaat, together with Twazim, together with Shafi, and a host of other people. They founded the Bamboo Jamaat, which is the Bamboo Mosque. And what happened is that the Bamboo Mosque evolved, and of course, to where it is now, and of course, under the leadership of the Imam, Hasib Aziz, they've been doing very well. A lot of charitable programs, a lot of assistance given to the poor, and I commend them for that. And one of the things that that I should mention is that for my years that I have been there now, I haven't been active in that place for the last 7 or 8 years or more, simply because the Baraka Foundation has taken up all my time. We have our own mosque there, and of course I cannot leave there and come to somewhere else when we need to make sure that things are going okay there. But the reason I'm telling you all this is that throughout my years at Bamboo Mosque, there was a gentleman called Solomon Habib. Now, Solomon Habib is the type of character, to be honest, he was a straight shooter. Solomon was similar to me. If Solomon have to tell you something as it is, believe me, he would tell you, just like me. And then 2 minutes after, he's laughing and smiling with you. Well, just like I do. So this gentleman was a man who was a tireless worker. And you're seeing a picture of him there. This man lost his eyesight at, I would say, a few years ago, maybe about 5, 6 years ago, a little more. He lost his sight. And, you know, one of the things that I was asking was, how do you cope losing your eyesight after living with it for so long? You say, well, I can't see. How you expect me to cope? All right? And I started to laugh, right? Because that is the type of answer I expected from this man. He said, you know, sometimes you know, your mind plays tricks with you and you imagine there are things in front of you when they are not. But the strength of faith that this man had, this man lost his sight but did not lose his sense of humor and did not lose his faith. And that is something I could say that this man, out of everybody that I've met, and I'm not saying this because we just lost him, he passed away, right? I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying that because I am being truthful, because I remember going home to him by his house in St. Joseph, and this man taught me my favorite garlic sauce with lime and salt, and, you know, just crushed garlic, and you eat that with grilled lamb, boy, that is cut. And it's a long time I haven't had it. But there are so many things that this man taught me when it comes to, you know, the culinary arts, because he was an A-class chef. But to cut to the chase, it's a difficult period for me and for his family. Because, you know, when someone die, everybody does say, boy, you know, it's going to be hard to replace a man like that. And then 1 month after, they replace a man like that. Not talking about in terms of husband material. We're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody who is in the community and somebody who was a hard worker. And I could say quite emphatically that this man called Solomon Habib, it's going to be impossible to replace him. And to his family, condolences from the IBN team, of which, you know, he was a strong supporter. IBN, he was locked on to IBN, especially during the Ramadan, he and his wife. And of course, we wish his wife a full recovery. Nada, you know, from all of us here, we wish you a full recovery and all the best to you. And, you know, he will be missed. He will be missed. And, you know, when you are a Muslim and you die, we have to hasten to bury that person. And, you know, the hall was filled to capacity, and then the road, and I think we have a picture, right? No, that's not it. That is not Bamboo. Yeah, this is Bamboo. I get worried, right? This is the amount of vehicles that were parked up on the road because there was no parking space, and that mosque has a huge parking area. And that is the love, thank you guys, and that is the love that people had for this man, that within 24 hours, less than 24 hours of hearing of his death, people came in droves to say their final farewell. All right, so we are going to miss him. And of course, as I said before, the strength of faith that that man had, I have never met someone with that strength of faith. And of course, in Islam, you know, we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Verily from God we came, and to him is our eventual return. And believe me, that is as factual as you can get. Let me just welcome Neil Shus to this segment. And remember, for all your European parts, right? And by the way, this Saturday, the European guys are meeting down at Baraka Grounds. You could come down there and line with them. No set of music, no set of misbehavior, right? If you have a European vehicle, you could come down there and you could just lime and talk about cars. That is what it is, a meet to talk about European cars. So if you have a European car, or if you have a Nissan with a European stick on it, you could still come. Because you know it have people in Trinidad do that. I know it have people who have a Prado and they put a Lexus sticker. Marilyn Ishmael is one of them, right? Go outside, you can see the Prado. Right, so again, for all your parts, check out Neil Shus, whether it is BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar, Volvo, you name it. And we're not talking about original. They offer replacement parts, body parts, engine parts, hard to find parts, easy to find parts, parts that are impossible to get, and parts that are possible to get. All right, so let's go again, guys. We're moving along. Right, this is the accountant for Brandon Ramkisoon. And of course, Brandon listens to the program. It's $46,550. And what happened is that, as I told those people who contacted us afterwards, there are other cases that we will assist with. So therefore, essentially, last week we closed this off, right? Bill to last hardware, we showed that bill last week. That was $10,101.27. Labor. And of course, yes, now let me just, I have to do something here, boy. Yes, now you see me. I like transparency. Yes. So let me call part of my transparency now. Right. So here we go.
You have reached the voicemail box of.
But I'm to this man, boy. Right, Donny the roof man. Right, that man charged me $1,500. That is all to deal with the roof by Brandon. So $1,500 was the labor. Ramlagans, which we went today, me, Nazmul, Moody, and Zakir. This is the actual bill from Ramlagans. Could we zoom in there and show, right? We buy a Whirlpool gas stove with igniter. We buy a dining set. We buy a sofa. We buy a mahogany table, kind of glass table, kind of fancy thing, an office chair, an office desk, a wall mount for a TV, because he doesn't watch TV, but he listens to the TV through his smartphone and thing. We bought a 32-inch smart TV for him. We bought a 5-foot hose and a jumbo. What's that? A jumbo high pressure head. Okay, right, good, yeah. Right? And the total was, pull to the other side, guys, $26,167. Is that correct? All them things and them for that price, right? So come back to me, guys. I just want to show you now the Brandon. This is accounting, right? Could we show? Right. So $37,769.14. Now, two things, Brandon, missing is the microwave and the vacuum, right? So we will deal with that tomorrow. But my partner from NWT called me and he tell me, here, you have a microwave for me. So my partner Tony can, because the people in NWT, that's handle me real good. And let me big up NWT. They have the best staff in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to packaging and thing, and I must compliment them. Well, RNC have real nice staff too. So therefore, at the end of the day, hear what, everybody who does supply me packaging have good staff. You understand? Because I know somebody from Sunny Paper Products going to call me, and then we're going to have somebody else call me again. So here what happening? I ain't calling nobody again. I'm done. Right? Because my partner from Steve from Ad Bags, he go call me and say, well, the bags don't be good. And then my partner from Sheikh Lisha go call me and say, so what happened? You're leaving me out. So let me stay quiet right in on that. Right? Everybody good. Right? So again, I would like to state that once we get everything from once we get the microwave from NWT tomorrow, we will do our final tally. We are not paying for that. They're giving us that, donating that. And they told me some other stuff as well too. What we will do, we'll purchase the vacuum. And of course the balance, because it is not a massive amount, we will give to Brandon for him to fix his gallery, where he galvanizes, etc., and do what he needs to do. All right, so I would like to thank you guys for that. I sent you something a few seconds ago, Saif. Let me know if you're ready to put it up on the screen. And let me tell you something. I would like to compliment the guys in studio. Honestly, The job that they have been doing with my slides and everything else has been fantastic. So I would just like to commend Justin, Saif, and Siddiq for a fantastic job on controls. I haven't had any major problem except where they thought Naslo Ramaya Road was bamboo. Oh, and when they put mouth on air. Right, so well done, guys. Let's go to the, right. Oh yeah, let me show this. Oh no, come back to me first, come back to me. I just want to say, a woman run out to meet right, she was going to chop me today at Baraka Grounds. I see this woman in hijab running, dig coming up to me. Hello, Inshan. My sister and my birthday is on the 19th of November, and I would just like you to wish us happy birthday. And I quite on the 19th, eh? So it have one more program before that. But to Firoza Maraj and Farida Mohammed from Rosilak, and I think one is from somewhere around the environs here of Faizabad, I'll remember just now. Happy birthday to both of you on the 19th. Just in case the 19th, just in case, you know, I forget closer, all the best to you on your birthday, because that is how we treat our people here. All right, so here we go again. Yeah, let's run with that WhatsApp message. I received this WhatsApp message, and I received several others. And every day I receive messages like this. Good morning, Inshan, I really need some help with food stuff. I have 2 kids. I used to work taxi, but I got into a vehicular accident. So I haven't worked since. However, my husband works part-time, but we are renting. So whatever money he works for pays the rent. I'm still owing for rent this month. Any help food-wise would be good. Thanks. And any clothes for a 3-year-old boy. Thank you. And she took a picture of her cupboard and what is left in her cupboard. And the other one, let's go with the other one. Right? Good morning, Mr. Ishmael. I'm a mother of 2. I'm currently in need of some grocery items. I'm not asking for any money, just food stuff. I'm ashamed to know I've even reached this stage, but life takes different turns for everyone. Due to the baby's medical issues, I've had to take extended leave to attend to his him. His father is working, but his salary basically covered our rent, and we did not get to make any groceries. I'm just asking for grocery items and a small tin of milk for the baby, please. Right? And of course, now, these and other messages. Now, the fact is that there's one, I think I have it here. Let me see if I get it. We get these messages every day, and and I always tell people this. When you, just now, here we go. So, right. This is ridiculous. The amount of thing. Wait now. I'm just trying to find it here. The response that I get from, you know, from people who contacted me. And it's really, oh yeah, here we go. Right, here we go. Right, good. Put this one up for me, Saif. I'm sending, this is one that I wanted, yeah, this is one of those that I wanted to go up. This is the person from Konupia who contacted me and asked me to assist. Now, what happens that the response that we got when I post these things, now I can't post a million requests because you don't know who is authentic and who is not. So therefore, I am taking a risk by posting these things up. And at the end of the day, I don't want anybody going out there and finding out that they are being ripped off. And then I don't want to send anybody there to get robbed either. So the fact is that for me, I have to be very cautious, so I only take a few at a time. Because every day I'm bombarded with this. And I have to make it clear. You know, women outside there, and this is not to broad brush anybody, at the end of the day, come now, man, all you need to start making some smart choices now, you know. Because you see this 4 and 5 children thing, and we have to mind them because the government can't mind them. All you need to start making some better choices. And it all boils down to, in many situations, not all of them fall into that category. But the reality of it is that many women choose spouses who, well, what I'm going to tell you, boy, it's best that they pick up a concrete block and it would have benefited them better. of course, they would not have gotten pregnant and have young concrete blocks. You understand? I mean, at the end of the day. So let us go to that other slide. Right. So I don't know if you can assist me. I really have nothing to send my kids to school tomorrow. I just really need some assistance. My kids haven't eaten since they came from school, which they take box lunch in school, and that was their only meal today. If it's just bread and butter, I will be very thankful for it also, and I really need $20 for transport for them for school in the morning. Please, sir, any help for them, I will be happy. I'm from Kunupia. And these, well, patos I open big so. To the person Kunupia, go to select auto parts and they will fix you up. You'll get gasket and they have no cost. Right? Of course, I know that. Right? So what happens is that these are the type of messages I get every day. And all you cannot tell me that we are not in a mess in this country, that people are not suffering. Because I see it every single day. Every single day. And I really don't know how people manage. But as I said before, we have to try and, cipher through the madness because, not all of them are authentic and we have to be very careful. Let me just welcome Gate Automation Company Limited. And for all your gate automated needs, give them a call. And remember, they're located 93 McBean, Couva, 6733-116. And of course, they're the agents for Runner and Tow. 2 top brands. And of course, don't forget those security barriers, and then you can give them a buzz as well. All right, let's go, guys. Oh, let's see this. This is equipment pack up. Who equipment is this? Well, I don't know who excavator is this, but I know. Caleb, you were into construction, so you know. When the ministry rent an excavator, a backhoe or something, and they pay mobilization, for every day that pack up doing nothing, they pay for it, correct? Whether it is used or not. I am not seeing the Ministry of Works logo on that excavator. Neither, the only thing it's on is on the backhoe and on the truck. So I don't know whose excavator is that the ministry is paying for. Now they started some work in bamboo number 2. And I want to show you the work that they started. They started dredging this, and all of a sudden, hot and sweaty, night lights, something, man, walking in the night if you see them. And then all of a sudden, everything boiling like baji now, nothing happening again. So, as usual, what is the reason? All of a sudden, all started dredge the ponds, and then boom, it done. We're going to find out tomorrow. Let's go again, guys. Oh, yes. This is the traffic that we were heading we were heading back to Baraka Grounds from Couva. And I just want to highlight these fellas who care nothing about, road safety. PBU 4642, let's go again. PCL 7202. PDS 132, all these people driving like Yayan on the road. PDP 6055, and zoom into that maxi in front, please. That HDP 9708, PBY, what is it? PBY what? 8A14? Right, there we go. Yeah, 8A14. My eyes still good, boy. Going again, guys. Right? PDA 8350, HEC 6296. All these people driving on the shoulder, man. Go again. PDP 717 and PBO 7770. Now, all those pictures were taken while those vehicles were in movement and high speed. It is only because of my skill as a cameraman that I was able to get those pictures and MMOD. Look at this one. PCB 3424. He gonna need shocks with the road he's driving on. Going again. PDZ 9147. You can imagine how much money the police could have making tickets there, boy. Going again. Zoom into that number plate for me. Let me get big and bold. Right, there we go. PEC 132. Go on and buy a new vehicle. HDL 5097. We're going again. My question now. These characters and them who does be driving unmarked police vehicles and driving on the shoulder. what it is we could do about these fellas and them. Because it is ridiculous, but not only that, next week I'm sending in a Freedom of Information request to find out how much money the police have spent on rented vehicles. And I see Heinz saying that they get more money for brand new vehicles again. Let's go again. PCL 9734, our next police vehicle, driving on the shoulder again. Let's go again. TDU 3933, is that correct? Yep. TDU 3933, correct. Going again. Zoom into the number plates. PDD 2671. Somebody real fast on the computer there, boy. All right, going again. Look, what's the amount of people? And all you feel, and here happening there, some of those police vehicles, people were coming out in his shoulder and going behind them, and they did absolutely nothing. TCF 9425, and I witnessed that with my own 3 eyes. Let's go, right, so that's it. But I want to show you, I'm sending you something else to put up there, and it's not good, huh? It's not good. I want to, right, here we go. Right, here we go. Right, so if I just send something to you, right, let me know when you're ready. Right, because I know always move with speed when it comes to these things. What I'm about to share with you too is not good news. Saturday, well, I don't want to say that. Sometimes I pay workers Thursday, sometimes I pay them Friday, sometimes I pay them Saturday. And what happened is that I have a mason, because 90% of our masons and laborers are Trinidadians, because I give Trinidadians first priority. And the rest are Venezuelans. And this gentleman is one of the best masons I've ever come across. The gentleman was robbed on Busy Corner, that is in Chagonas there. His salary taken away. He was robbed, and he was stabbed in his eye. Take a look at this. This is the gentleman there. He is in the hospital right now, and he has lost an eye. Yeah. This is where we have reached. And of course, we will be, we'll be seeing how we could assist the family. And this man come here for better, boy. For betterment. And I used to always see him and laugh with him and joke with him. And you know what is go through your mind, boy? If I had only keep back that man 5 minutes extra, or if he had stayed back, you know what I mean? But this is the will of God. This is the qadr of Allah. So therefore, you can't change that. So therefore, to the family, not condolences. We are sorry that you left a country where everything falling apart to come in a country where everything is falling apart. I'm really sorry that is happening. Right? So we will make contact with the family and see what we can do. This segment brought you courtesy Mitsu Air Limited. They're the agents for Mitsubishi Air Conditioners. And remember, Mitsubishi Air Conditioning, you could check them out, 246 Eastern Main Road in Barrett-area, where you could see the different models that they have. Or they could visit you and show you the various catalogs and how they could fix up commercial or residential. 10-year warranty on parts and labor, right? No company offers that. Plus, all units are inverter units. And of course, you could get the cassette units as well. And I could tell you, these units, unlike, the green energy that we had gotten from Neil Cool, they're not going to leak and they're not going to sound like a tractor. Right? So I guarantee you that. So let's go to our next slide, guys. This is bamboo number 3. I spoke to 2 or 3 residents on this road. One of them tell me, boy, he went to work, and when he come back, he see the road paved. I said, but was the road bad? He said, no. He said the road wasn't bad. But you know what's shocking me? When my brother called me, Bobby called me and tell me, boy, they paving bamboo number 3. I said, thank God. By parallel to the highway where all the food court standing is, right? Right by that area. And the road to going to bamboo number 2 is real bad. Thank God. When I do so now, this is the area that they leave. Look at this area. They paved this area, but they paved an area that wasn't bad. Now, I don't blame the contractor. If you're getting a job, take the job. You collect your money, and this has nothing to do with the contractor. But the reality of it, this is what is going on in this country, and I want to make a public pronouncement here. I want the ACIB to investigate some of these engineers in Ministry of Works and in PO. And I make no apologies for that, because based on being with contractors and seeing and hearing some things about some of these engineers and what they're taking and what they're taxing and how much trips they're going abroad, and when they go to Las Vegas, how the contractor handling them. What is being done? So tonight, I want an investigation from the ACIB into some of the engineers at Pure and the Ministry of Works. Watch their lifestyle. Watch what they have home. Watch how much rental apartments they have. And by the way, a woman close to one of the big Sawatis, she gets she whole area paved. Apartments left, right, and center. You know where the money come from. Money flowing like water. Let's go again, guys. Yeah, let's go with that. This is what Trinidad is here. Check this out. Check this out. This is Trinidad, you know, watch this. That truck could have camped over there in Trinidad terminology and killed the driver, you know. This is Trinidad Road, you know. This is what we have to put up with. This is the level of incompetence and the level of stupidity that we have under our ministries, and we continue to take it. We continue to take it. Let's go again, guys. Let's run some of the... And talking about problems, floods all over this country. Could we show some of those videos with the flooding and the pictures with the flooding? And, you know, this is Trinidad, by the way. Look at this now, man. Penal, Grandi, Cuva, all over. And you could imagine the major losses to people here. What you depth to that water, man? And that thing just flowing here. So you could imagine the carnage that is creating going down the road. That passing through some of the people living room, etc. You know. And throughout Trinidad and Tobago, we saw this. Even though hundreds of millions of dollars, and by the way, this is the next thing I want to get through the Ministry of Works as well. We are writing the Ministry of Works through the Freedom of Information Act to get a breakdown to see which companies get more money with drain dredging and road works. Because you know what? When you look at what is taking place and the amount of money that is being spent, and still this is happening, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Somebody getting fixed up nice, and look how people have to suffer. Nah, this can't continue. Time for us to start to do a little digging. Right? This is craziness. This is absolute craziness. Every time rain falls a little hard, we have to go through this all over the country. And it's not the ministers who suffer, you know. If Rohan Sinanan was living in that area in St. Helena, all you think it would have flooded there next year? Never. New bridge, new drain. In fact, Rohan would have built a new river. Caroni Part 2. And this is what the regular citizens have to take. And this is what they digest. And everybody say, well, we going to do, boy? We going to just vote for them, or we going to vote for the Sukunya on the other side? Right? At the end of the day. This is what we are faced with. This is what we are faced with. Come back to me, guys. Look, I want your partner there. Waiting. Yeah, big fella, boy. What you size that now, man? You can imagine a child or something around there. But that child, I have no chance to that. Look at the size of that. You rarely see them that size outside, you know. Thank you, guys. Right. So let's continue with our slides again. Right. Chase Village, Ragunan West. Water is still rising in homes as well. Been like this since May. We had 6 floods in 7 weeks. And what the people of Ragunan West doing? This is what I tell you. That is part of the problem. We sit on our backsides and we do nothing. We take the shaft, you know. We do nothing. We are a passive people. We sit down and we go do, boy, that is life, you know. We get a flood, we lose everything. We can lose everything again, that is no problem. 6, 7 times, okay. Have the people of Ragunan and West decided to come out and protest? No. If they decide, it's only about 10 people coming out because the rest of people only have mouth. And that is what's going on all over the country. Let's go again. This is the traffic almost every single Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes during the week at the Nasalu Ramaya Road around the Baraka grounds. And this is where they spend $30 million. Pure, brilliant engineers spend $30 million to give us this traffic, right? Pennywise has a huge customer base. Pennywise built there, they have a mall, right? And that attracts a huge amount of people. And now Fair and Square is putting up a mall now. So all you know what's going to happen? All you got to get a spaceship to go in that road soon. But up to now, nothing has been done. Because you know why? I ain't going to say what I want to say now, boy. I ain't going to say what I want to say. You get a letter from Tat for sure. And this time, I go deserve it. Because what I'm going to say, they ain't going to like. Let's go again, guys. Leave that right here. All you know where this is? Point up here. What I was told is that 6 CPEP gangs are assigned to cut this golf course. That is what I was told. I want to find out if that is the case. Who paying for that? And by the way, the LA fee to use this golf course is about, I think, about $3,600 or $3,800. So while Trinidad and Tobago, all you drive on the highway and let's see the condition of this nasty, stink, dirty place, right? This place is so disgusting. But CPEP, which your tax dollars and my tax dollars paying for, they are manicuring the golf course to make sure that the big sawatis could tee off. Well, boy, what I gotta tell you? Your government hard at work for you, boy. We love you because we cut the grass for you. And they're talking about golf players here. Shame. What a shame. Let's go again, guys. All right, we're moving like you know. Oh, wait. You see that one? I need to take a break and come back with that one. Because that one, that is a dread one, right? That real dread. The U.S. Embassy hit we hard with that one. I would like to thank Mitsubishi Electric for sponsoring this segment. You're watching Breaking Barriers right here on IBN Channel 8. Remember, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will continue. Right? You could WhatsApp me on 6844762. That's my WhatsApp number. Feel free to WhatsApp me during the break. If you're watching this program for the first time, please accept my sympathies. This is how I normally look. We'll be back right after this.
No more games. You always break the table when you lose. Promise? 4110 Jigsaw. Watch it. Don't you dare. Ronix.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest variety, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 4808-715 or visit us at Warrenville, Cunupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Cunupia.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVRF systems and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
And welcome back. And this is just to remind people that I cannot help you with all the problems you have. People sending me pictures with their home. I is not Father Christmas or Father Ishmael. I cannot fix your home. Where people expect me to get this money, boy? I really don't know. I can't help everybody. Oh God, come now, man. A woman traveled from Diego Martin to come see me today at Baraka Grounds. She lived the whole of Diego Martin, leave all the malls where them rich people will be shopping, leave the whole of Port of Spain to come down and tell me she had no food. All you serious, boy, come now, man. One is that all you could go to businesses there and, people find it so easy to come and ask some money rather than going and if all you really need it. And let me say something, Let me say something without apology. What the hell are the priests, pundit, and imams really doing? What it is all they really doing, boy? Except competing with one another to see who have the biggest mosque, who have the biggest temple, who have the biggest church, who have more people coming. What it is all they really doing? Because every day people come to me from all over the country. Some of them live next door to a mosque and they're starving. Some of them living over the road from a temple and they're starving. What it is, all it, plenty all you, pundit, imam and priest really doing. And if all you, and let me talk about my community. If you have a mosque and you cannot take care of the people in the mosque, shut it down. Because it don't make sense, you run the mosque at all. Shut it down because you are failing your community. Because you cannot convince the people there. And if it's small, then here what happens, shut it down and go to the bigger one up the road. Because we have a habit, anytime we fall out and we have a problem, we go and build a mosque, a temple or a church up the road. A vex masjid, we just call it. Right? Time for that dotations and stuff because real people suffering outside here. Right? So let's I just want to remind you that this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. we are having our massive sale again, one-day sale from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Ronex sale, over 250 tools and accessories, and that is this Saturday. The last sale we had last month, people from 7:30 people line up outside. So I just want to tell all you that some of the items are sold out. Many of the cutting discs and power tools now, by this Saturday they're gone. So, and by the way, all it is like to spend money for the 25th of December. Buy it and put it on. Right? Buy it and put it on. So that's this Saturday at my compound in Bamboo number 2. Right? Let's go back to the advertising there, guys, and let's welcome our good friends. Automax. Importers, wholesalers, manufacturers of industrial, household, and janitorial products. And let me tell you something. Unlike other products, when you wash your hand, you get no suds. It has some disinfectants. And when you open the bottle, the smell is leave the bottle and go down the road. Well, this is totally different. You're talking about a company that produces quality. When you point it like lagly. How long you heard that word, Caliph? Lagly, boy. Largely does be thick. Nowadays, you're getting some kind of thing in bottle all over it colored. And when you point it out, it just drop gloops and it's outside already. Right? So remember, all their products are tested to the highest standards. And give them a call. Of course, 658-4984. And it's Ali's Motor Spares and Hardware. Right? So let's go again, guys. Running through things. Oh, yes. The United States, the Department of State, the U.S. State Department on Tuesday, which is yesterday, updated its travel advisory to Trinidad and Tobago with the following note. Reconsider travel to PNM areas in Trinidad and Tobago due to crime. Now, I add the PNM area, of course. Exercise increased caution in PNM areas in Trinidad and Tobago due to terrorism and kidnapping. And what I like about this is that the U.S. continues to highlight terrorism because things are being done. Normally, when you hear terrorism, you used to only associate Muslims. So I'm glad to see that they are still using that word and referring to other people besides Muslim. God bless Allah for that. Now, some areas have increased risk. U.S. government personnel are prohibited from traveling to the following PNM areas in Port of Spain, Laventille, Beetham, Sealots, Cocorite, and the interior of the Queen's Park Savannah. After dark, imagine you are actually banning your staff from traveling to certain areas. What does that say about Trinidad and Tobago? What does that say about about you running the police service, Jacob? What does that say about you, Fitzgerald Hines? And boy, I have a whole section dedicated to he later on tonight. Right? So, what? Wait, let me read this back again. Right? The U.S. government personnel are prohibited from traveling to downtown Port of Spain, Fort George Overlook, and all beaches. Violence and shootings occur regularly in some areas in Port of Spain. Well, these days, almost all areas. Now, this is where we reach. But you see Hines downplaying it, so we ain't going again. Let's go again, guys. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines says legally issued firearms are now being used to commit crime in TRT. Apart from murders, all other serious crime was down. You know where's the hardest? This man provided absolutely no empirical data. And you know why all other crimes beside murder done? People refuse to report it because they know it's going nowhere. People getting robbed, you're going in the station, and the officer who you're reporting it to, he and the bandit is friend. So a lot of crimes go unreported because of the failure by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. In fact, somebody went to Shagwana's police station to make a report recently, and they told them that they don't take reports against senior officers. Imagine that. They don't take reports against senior officers. And I got that recorded too. So I'll feel it easy. Let's go again, guys. We are now finding out that legal weapons have emerged as a problem to us in Trinidad and Tobago because the Commissioner of Police informed me yesterday that 108 legally issued weapons have been featured in serious issues, gaining the attention of the police, Hines said. To me, no, that is true. I agree with Hines, that is true. Come back to me. But what Hines is not telling us, what period are you talking about? That could be since independence. Since we gained independence, because here we're up in 100, imagine, thousands and tens of thousands of cases with illegal firearms. And what is gathering his attention is 108 cases. And by the way, those 108 cases could be from 45 years ago. And stop, let me pause a little bit, let me rewind now. Out of those 108, how many people have been charged? Hines? Let me hear you. Because illegal firearms you cannot trace. Legal firearms you could trace and you could seize. So therefore, are you saying that your government have not charged these people? Tell us, Hines, the period. You know what? Let me call the man and find out now. What I say? Yeah. Let me call him and find out. Call him and just. All right. Have it here, and gosh, I'm gonna misplace the number, boy. I saved the number, you know. All right, they're saying there's still a delay on YouTube, yeah? Somebody's saying here that we cannot help all those people. Send it to the Minister of Social Development. They wouldn't do nothing either. The people would starve, they got dead. Right? So I'll get that just now. But let's run through more of what he's saying here. Let's go. We are now finding out that legal weapons has emerged, right? He said that there were 4 murders in these 108 incidents. So look at what is getting the attention. And by the way, of these incidents, you're talking about a man shooting a firearm for All Year's Night is also an incident. A man using a firearm to go hunting, to shoot animal is also an incident. So these 108 incidents, out of tens of thousands of firearm users in trying to be illegal, 108. Although he said legal guns had become a problem, Hines did not elaborate further. He boasted that police have been using a technology-driven approach to crime fighting, which he said has been working well so far. We are about to hit 530 around that region with murders, the highest it has ever been. And my boy is saying that things working well. And this is Rowley's choice for commissioner, for National Security Minister. Because the PNM is bankrupt when it comes with putting anyone else. They have no one else. Who would they go put? Paula Gopi School? Let's go again, guys. Next slide. La 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 la. Right. Now, I want to hold this back. I want to deal with the guns, with the AR-15 and all those things, and then the map showing you, and then that thing. I want to deal with that. Any other thing? Right. These are AR-15 which have been seized by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. 9 AR-15, which is the weapon of choice. And there's a reason I'm showing you that now. And look at you have all the clips and everything to go with it. In other words, these AR-15 could cause havoc. Come back to me, guys. Let's go to the slides now that deal with these, what I'm talking about here and why I'm showing you this. An AR-15 bullet can travel 550 to 600 meters. An AK-47 could travel 300 meters. Why it is I'm telling you this? Because what I just showed you there was 9 AR-15 that by gunmen, by drug lords is the AR-15, which could reach up to 600 meters. Let's go again, guys. Slides. This is Hines' theory, right? Hines said that the Rose Hill children, the teacher, you know what I mean? Basically, Hines downplayed that whole thing and say that, you know, I'm not talking verbatim here, that here what happening now. Where is the big thing? Where is the big thing? That incident happened 200 meters away. Them children, you know what I mean? They're safe. They don't have a problem. Pull back up that map. According to Hines, right? The 2 dots you see there, the dot in the center is where Rose Hill is. And the dot on the outside is where Hines say is safe. But according to the AR-15 that I talked to, and I call AR-15 on the phone, I call a gun on the phone, and the gun tell me that he could travel further than that red dot. And you see the big red circle that you're seeing there? That bullet could travel from the inside dot straight to outside of the red area. But Hines saying that where the other dot is, that you're safe. And this is your National Security Minister. And he should know the weapons that are being used, the damage. But the thing is that when this fella opens, put brain in gear before putting mouth in motion. Because the kind of cobber that has come out is unbelievable. And this is your National Security Minister. Let me just welcome Built to Last. And remember, Built to Last can provide you with home construction at $540 per square foot. And remember, they can supply you with every single thing that you need to build your home. They can supply you with the appliances too as well. All your roofing material, all your foundation material, your blocks, you name it, cement. Give them a buzz, 299-4079. And it's Built to Last Hardware and Roofing Manufacturing Limited. And of course, At 540 per square foot, it includes everything that you are seeing on the right-hand side there. So give them a buzz. All right, so let's go again, guys. Now, if those of you who have been doubting don't believe what I was telling you about the AR-15, take a look at this. This is an article in the Trinidad Guardian. Let's zoom into the date, please. 70-something days ago. Is that 74? 74 days ago this article is. Right? Which is over 2 months. The influx of high-powered rifles and firearms smuggled through TNT's porous borders have caused alarm among law enforcement officials and citizens alike, with the US-made AR-15 semi-automatic rifle increasingly being favored by gang members. Right? Unfortunately, police officers, innocent children, and adults have also been killed and injured by stray bullets from these powerful firearms. So when you, come back to me guys, so when you see a teacher taking children and taking cover, it is not because they want to exaggerate things. It is not because they are looking for attention. It is because those people are in fear, and you could actually hear the gunshot. And by the way, Port of Spain is full of buildings, and for you to have been able to hear those gunshots so clear, hear what happened in Dread. That ain't no 200 meters that you're talking about, unless you use a tape and measure it. Let's go again, guys. Next slide. Now, this is what Hines said. The video of the children of the Rose Hill RC School in Laventille laying themselves onto the ground at the sound of automatic gunfire, and in which the voice of the teacher telling them shh, signaling that they keep quiet, was quite misleading. My God. I mean, how could a man be so insensitive, boy? You could be forgiven for thinking that gunmen were actually on the compound. They were not. In fact, the actual shooting took place about 200 meters away. So what he is insinuating here is 200 meters away, you're safe. And I proved that you had to be a total gadaha to believe that 200 meters you were safe. Let's go again, guys. Right? This video, which went viral, came to my attention only yesterday. Imagine that video, something as serious as that came to his attention a few days after. The cop and the senior superintendent Port of Spain division briefed me on the facts. The school administration made it clear that the children were not ever from that incident at peril. Oh, I see. I want to find out what party did the school administration vote for if somebody is protecting the PNM. Because you know that does be a normal thing, right? Let's go again. Right? Sadly, this was not, and here is what the National Security Minister is admitting. That sadly, this was not the first time within recent weeks. They had this unfortunate experience on a couple of occasions. And this man is admitting to this. So often, actually, that the board taught and their schools practice a routine of getting down whenever gunshots are heard. This man, as your National Security Minister, is admitting this. Well done, Rowley. Chances are that depending on where they live, very unfortunately, they may have experienced this at home as well. This is your National Security Minister. I don't know, boy. I really don't know, boy. The kind of things I just want to say, you know, but you could watch, there's nudity on TV, and that is permitted by TAT. There's cussing on TV, that is permitted by TAT. There's LBGTQRSTUV, and that is permitted by TAT. So here what's happening now. Just pretend that I is a foreign channel, and only watching me from abroad. Because at the end of the day, I could say what I want to, because if TAT could give people permission to say what they want on Facebook and cuss and quarrel and say all kind of nasty racist thing, and TAT actually blesses them by allowing them to continue to have people running cable companies illegally and making money, and TAT say, God bless you. 1 year they're running and they do nothing. And then they find their voice. Nah, man, I ready. Like I say, we have attorneys just waiting. You know, that's a challenge I'm looking forward to, really and truly. Let's go to the other slide, guys. This, all you feel the AR-15 thing is a joke? All these are articles with AR-15 found. So it's not to say that I am joking or what I'm telling you is a lie. This is as factual as it gets. Let's go again, guys. All right, let's run. Now, this is something here which, as we segue a little bit. On March the 3rd, 2021, the ministry held a meeting with the Police Complaints Authority and the TTPS to discuss the amendments to the Police Complaints Authority Act. At that meeting, a proposal to amend the State Liability and Proceedings Act, Chapter 802 the Act, was briefly mentioned. The concern shared by all persons in attendance was that police officers should be given some burden of paying awards of damages which they are currently insulated from. So in other words, what they are saying there is people like me, when I sue, like for malicious prosecution, it can come back to me, guys, right? For malicious prosecution, when I sue and I win, that the police should pay, which I agree with. But you know what is the hardest? The judges express concern that they should be dealt with, that they should be reprimanded. Imagine these fellas set up innocent people, but they get to keep their jobs, but they had to pay a fine. These men setting up people with firearms, and they're still keeping their jobs. And the big Sawatis and them protecting them by allowing them to keep their jobs. But you know what? They got to pay a fine, because here what happened, that thing went to court. The judge found that there was malicious prosecution, but we allowing them to keep their jobs. If that is not the height of stupidity, if that is not the height of some people being brain dead, because let me tell you something, to come up with something like that, brain cells cannot be functioning in your head. Something have to be wrong up here. You cannot tell me that these people who have been found guilty by the courts of malicious prosecution, we are going to allow them. We are going to tell them, here what happened, we're going to change the law for them to pay a fine. But all the people they set up, all the money they thief, everything they do, here what happened, we're going to allow them to keep their work. Well, boy, here what happening here, boy? Not even on a donkey farm you have so much. Right? Not even on a donkey farm. On a donkey farm you have less than what exists right now. Let's go again, guys. The father of a schoolgirl who was beaten by 2 female students in a classroom at the San Fernando West Secondary School wants justice. The reality of it is that, let me tell you something, and come back to me, guys. One of the things is that when you look at the amount of school incidents, nobody are doing nothing. The principal of Tranquility was on the ground the other day. She was on the ground, right? And this is a big joke. The police, have the police charged anybody? These children, here what happening? You think my child could be responsible for pulling or dragging any principal or teacher on the ground? I will beat that child from the school to home, and I will suffer the consequences. Man, the amount of hard clout you getting in your tail. Here what happening? Your head gonna be shaking like one of them things that's be on the dashboard. I ain't tolerating that dotishness. As I said before, we make children, but we don't make their minds. But the thing is that you see, when it comes to consequences, parents allow their children to get through with anything and everything. And I said it last week, and I could repeat it again. The fact is that many parents have to get serious with their children now. We don't know what or who we will end up with later on down the road. But we pray to God that at least we try our best. And here what happening. I always tell my wife and I, we always tell the children, here what happening. You want to go and do strippiness? You want here when you're feeling suicidal and you want to go and kill yourself? Well, here what happening. Let me know when you're doing it. We got to arrange the funeral. We got to come and cry a little bit 2 days after we on holiday. No joke, Because at the end of the day, here what happening, Adred. You have to put it down. You have to lay the rules down, whether you like it or not. Especially for some of these children. And let me tell you something. I tell you, if I is a teacher, and anybody, son or daughter play, they come in to cuff me, let me tell you something. I cuff in all your back. Moody? Yeah. Yes or no? Yes. If a Jawad, if they hit you, boy, let me tell you something. It's drop kick in your tail. That is why he's not a teacher, You think a student, my brother, And that's why I always boast about him. You see, Ibrahim Ishmael, that man make my family proud. Because that man, everywhere I go, people are talking about that man called Ibrahim Ishmael. And that man was a principal, they call him Flash. And in that man's wardrobe were white jackets and grey pants. My brother wore the same uniform as the students. And when you talking and cussing and playing bad, when you look behind, who you think stand behind you? Flash. You him know when he come. That is why they give him the nickname Flash. Right? In Shagona Senior. And when he left that school, everything fell down. And why did it fall down? And I continue to say, you see, when you have principals who's, in many cases, I'm not talking about the present one, we're talking in general. When you have principals all over this country, all they care about is the money at the end of the month. That is why many of these schools are failing right now. But in prestigious schools, you have fighting, you have stabbing, you have drugs. Every school now, you have your problems that you have to go through. But here what happening is how you deal with it. Anyway, let's go again, guys. Let me just welcome RPM. And remember, RPM Express Couriers is where you can send your packages to get 1, prompt service, 2, delivery on time, and 3, the best rates on courier services. So give them a call and join for free, 2244 RPM. 2244 RPM. Let's go again, guys. There was a time when even the thought that Miss or Sir was around the corner would be enough to force students scampering into the classroom if they were involved in some type of deviant activity. Not so for today's student. And that is the Guardian editorial. And they're absolutely correct. The children that you have these days, some of them are hardened criminals. And the reason some of them are so hardened criminals, it is because of what is taking place home. I continue to say, when women make choices, and you choose the man with the pants down by his bottom, and half him out looking like a Toyota Corolla grill is only chrome, and that is the character you choose. You don't know where the money coming from, but you decide to have 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, and then all of a sudden you surprised that he gone with somebody else. And in Shan Ishmael and everybody else who does raise funds have to mind your children now. It ain't working so. You want to play fast? Mind your children. Hard luck. And as I said before, not every circumstance is the same. But quite frankly, I have found with alarming quantity the amount of women who are involved. Go on Facebook, you go see the kind of women who with donkey. Let me tell you something, these fellas and them, the way they look, the way they attire themselves, the way they keep themselves, how they operate. Here what happening? I tell my daughters, don't bring home anybody who disrespecting my house, you know. Any young man who feel he enter in my house with a pants half down the bottom, let me tell you something, brother man. You see the garbage bin outside? You and the garbage man will be friends. I will hit you so much, drop kick in your tail. I'll send you back on the road because you ain't coming in my house. Because children these days really know how to stress out their mother and father, you know. You live your life, you live nice, and then all of a sudden, Moody boy, you have 2 daughters too. So you must be worried like hell, right? Eh? So you agree with me?
Of course.
We choosing for them, man.
Yes.
We ain't taking that.
No.
Here what happening? You bring home somebody we don't approve of? Keep bringing until we approve.
No.
No? That is fact. Eh? Moody don't make matters. Eh, Moody?
No.
Keep bringing until we approve. You understand? Boost it. Like extra care products. Right? And if they're smelling, just use, you have to use plenty of that fragrance booster. Right? He ain't coming in close. Right? So again, let me just welcome Extra Care Products. And Extra Care Products is high-end products, low prices, and of course, it competes with the best and available at supermarkets nationwide. Let's go again, guys. Let's see this. Cracks in teeth. This is a stage they build. The THA build this for the Carnival thing. And what you cracking it? Zoom in. This is a Newsday photo. Take a look at that. Quality, you know. I wonder if it's a Trinidad contractor who do that, boy. You telling me that all you didn't expect this to crack? You just take pitch and throw it on top of concrete just so, looking to cover up this. And by the way, You don't even know if that shift, like the road they have in Akbar Trace. And you notice I've been talking about that road and not one thing done about that road. My brother see today, he say it walking, it running now, it running. Let's go again, guys. I surely didn't notice. Excuse. PC Shane Rambajan, attached to the homicide department, was driving along the Mayaro Road around 12:30 a.m. When reaching a landslip at George Village, he lost control and crashed into a park excavator. Now, the question that I have is that something like this, you need to have warning further up the road. Correct me if I'm wrong there. You cannot only have warning on site. You need to have something further up the road. Construction 200 meters, construction 100 meters. It needs to be properly lit. Watch those barrels. I remember Philip Alexander put some barrels in Debe and the ministry said that that's not compliant. But what's the barrel? That barrel, if you bungs that, you can get tetanus and dead. Right? So, again, the ministry have to investigate this to see if whoever is the contractor, if they are liable or whatever, that is their investigation. Let's go again. Oh. Here we go. This is, come back to me. Here what happened. All you see this one, I don't know how this thing matches in, because here what happened. Let me go for that. All you see Rhoda Barrett working for $30,000 a month. Right, good. Well, don't worry. I'll dig in. I'll get some information soon. Right? But anyway, let me leave that for now, because you know me, I don't worry about them things. Let us go to this now. Check this out. Speaking at the news conference on Sunday, Munilal stated that the cost of the Prime Minister's official residence is now in the vicinity of 63 million. He claimed the original estimate had been 25 million. So first off, Rudal estimate, they said the estimate was originally 25 and is now $63 million, right? Which means that Rudal talking about maybe about $30 million, a $30 million increase, right? About that, right? So a UDCOT document revealed that the construction of the Prime Minister's residence in Blimeham Road, Tobago, originally had a, now I want you to remember this, it originally had a budget of $22 million. And that additional requirements, namely security measures, were identified and resulted in a variation in the sum of $8.1 million. So they are saying that security measures, I don't know what kind of security measures, because here what's happening. You could put cameras around that whole place, some of the best cameras in the world, and that is costing $500,000 because the property, massive property, right? It said, right, now $8.1 million is what the variation is. It said UDCOT engaged an independent quantity surveyor to assess the further works, which were then valued in the amount of $8.6 million. So the total worked up to $37.1 million. So it had a budget of $22 million. And all of a sudden now, it went over $37.1 million. So let us take a look now at the other slides. My boy, the PM in Tobago officially opened the residence with a cocktail party. Right? Zoom into the bottom of that for me, please. On the underneath. Right? All you're seeing there, the reception on Saturday featured politicians, sporting icons, blah, 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 blah. Religious leaders were present and blessed for what? Blessed for what? This, which was built at a cost of $18 million. So here it is. You are seeing they're saying it costs $80 million. And for those of you who can't see that properly, I put it big on the side. Guys, could we zoom out? And could we go to the right? So people could see the $18 million. So this is Newsday saying that it was built at a cost of $18 million. Because for you to open it up and do everything and have cocktail party, Newsday, where did they get that figure from? Let me go again. Right? We're going again. Frank Lincoln 17.5 million to rebuild the PM's Tobago residence. Zoom in. Energy Minister Frank Lincoln revealed in Parliament that the total cost associated with the demolition and rebuilding of the Prime Minister's residence in Tobago was 17.5 million. He was responding to a question in the Senate on the reasons for the increase in the cost of repairs. The official Prime Minister's residence in Tobago was not repaired, but the old building on the site was not maintained, blah, blah, blah. In other words, it was replaced, rebuilt, right? So let's go to the other slide now, guys, because what happens is that, right, in the Guardian newspaper, we are seeing $18 million for PM's official residence. So Newsday, this one, that one, everybody saying $18 million. Nobody talking about this $8 million and this $8 million. So come back to me, guys. So what we are going to do now is through the Freedom of Information Act, we are going and get documents from UDICOT showing a complete breakdown of the Prime Minister's residence in Tobago. You will see how much it actually cost and where that money went, that $8 million and that $8 million, because you see, we continue to take this and do nothing and say nothing. Let's go again, guys. We're moving like lightning. Zoom into that for me. This is a notice by the EMA. And you know, I would like to thank the EMA. If they had made this notice any smaller, it would have been as thick as the paper itself. Decoded Carnival proposes to apply to the EMA for a variation in accordance with the noise pollution control rules. Date of the event, Sunday the 12th of February 2023. Description of event, Sand and Soca Party. Address of event, Terrico Bay. No, this is what I tell you. And I have a serious problem with this. You know what is my problem? Number one, come back to me, guys. This is a public place. You see the beach? You could go and have your fete in your house. You could have it anywhere else. But you see the public beach, brother man? The 900s an opportunity where they cannot go to the beach, especially during that period. No way that is going to get approval. Not in hell. I will be one of the first to object to that because that is craziness. This thing about going to the beach and then although finish at 3, because last time when we see an event, what happened? The next day, it had tents still on the beach. And you couldn't even go because here what happened, the place was in a mess. So, hard luck. Let's go again, guys. Right? And this is, of course, where it's taking place. Right. That's it. Run whatever slides we have again. You all remember that the fellow Shazan Mohammed, you know, the gentleman who killed his wife and then shot himself in the head in South? Well, what happened is that this is a check for $175,000 that was made out to someone he owed, and he stopped the check. So the question we're asking is, come back to me, is if that was one of the reasons, maybe he did what he did out of frustration. I don't know. But what happens is that we are seeing here that someone that he owed, he actually stopped payment on something, on goods that he had taken. So quite frankly, you know, there are more questions because he shot himself in the head, and God alone knows the story behind everything there, because that is the next thing. Let's go again, guys. Right. So we're going to take our second break, and we'd like to thank Extra Care for sponsoring this segment. And when we come back, we'll continue right here on Breaking Barriers. We'll be back.
No more games. You always break the table when you lose. Promise? 4110 Jigsaw. Watch it. Don't want you there. Ronix.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest varieties, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Canupia.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVRF systems and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
And welcome back, my friends. And remember, you're watching Breaking Barriers right here on IBN Channel 8. And of course, I would like to just heal out one of my employees, Daniel, who is watching the program right now. And then Daniel, my head contractor as well. Originally from Ghana. Let me heal him out, and the other one from Venezuela. In fact, sometimes I could get 5 Daniels on the compound, strange enough. So when I say Daniel, 5 of them, you say like in stereo. You know, you hear surround song. So let me just heal them out. Also, let me heal out the boss himself. Just read a message from him, Mr. Ramlagan. And of course, I would like to thank the staff today at Ramlagans for the fantastic service as usual. You know, and honestly, when we went there, I just hail him out and tell him that I was there. And I mentioned to Moody, and Moody will tell you that I didn't want to meet with him. The reason being is that Ramlagans is one of the most lowest cost place when it comes to appliances and things. And what happens is that places like this had it hard for the COVID period. And now that things have started to open up back, let's be real. The last thing you want is somebody in your face with discount. Yeah. And we raised the funds for the gentleman. So for me, I didn't want to go there and really take advantage of already a situation where prices are good. So I would like to thank the staff there, the 2 young ladies who took care of us, and exceptional service as usual. All right, and that's Ramlagans in Couva, by the way. You know, I saw something, and to me, I'm still frightened about using it. A gas dryer.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Save money.
Yeah, but in terms of being dangerous, that
No.
Shush. I gotta live with that. Anyway, I feel a little thirsty now. I should tell Kerry to drop off about 20 cases of my favorite chia seed strawberry. Or I might try a long time I haven't had this sauce up. And if you have not, Trinidad have a habit of introducing drinks that is 99% water and 1% fake juice. Right? They say no joke, you know. And here what happening, you must find sugar incorporated in that. Right? So here what happening. Rita products, exceptional quality, and here what happening. The backup in terms of, like I said, you get from the company. If you want to distribute, you're good to go. So for those of you who have supermarkets and pharmacies and mini marts, you could just give them a call, Atlantic Trading, and they will fix you up. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my phone lines now, 663-8373 and 645-4426. Let us hear what's on your mind. Remember, when you call in, turn on the volume on your television, please. I see that there's a lot of objection to Qatar. Sepp Blatter, imagine Sepp Blatter. All the allegations against Sepp Blatter, and he's complaining and saying that Qatar should not have been given. And you know what's their problem? that people will not be able to drink and people of the LBGT community will not be able to go there. Let me explain something to you. Nobody is going to inspect your privates when you go there. These are the people rules in their country. They are not allowing you to come based on your sexuality to watch football. You go there, you respect the place. You go back to your bedroom, whether it is your man, woman, animal, I don't care. That is your private thing, but respect the people. You understand? That is their problem, you know, that they would not be able to drink and get on stupid. Let's go to our lines. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, John, good night.
Good night.
And John, so much I used to touch on tonight, babe. I just want to touch on two things.
No, listen, right? Hold on. You have to be very brief tonight because I get both following you too long because I have callers on hold. So go ahead and move fast. Move fast.
Yeah. I hear you talking and concerning the HTC, John. Right? Now, the kind of money they pay with our Prime Minister's residence in, John. You know, right, that the HTC is paying 40% of the utility bills from the tenants they have in Port of Spain, plus the tenants don't even pay their rent. So where the HGC getting money from? How the accountant working in this HGC?
No, but
that's my first point, right?
No, but hold on. This is something, and this is what I tell you what happens is that there are people thieving current, and T&Tech does not touch them. And you see, we wonder why there is crime, because the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service are afraid of these people. They could block the highway, they could bust glass, they could misbehave. But you see, the day Inch and Ishmael go to feed people, I am detained. So here what's happening, once you belong to a certain party and you have certain characteristics, they don't touch you. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but the fact and the truth, when you start to talk the truth and Chan, you know what it is to answer? You're a racist. Tell me if I lie now.
No, I have been called a racist a long time, but the fact is that here what's happening. If I am a racist for speaking out the truth, hard luck, I is a damn big racist.
Right, my second point real quick, right? Fitzgerald's talking about legal firearms outside here, right? Mm-hmm. They're so hell-bent on fighting Gary. Everything about legal firearms, they're running down. They would check to see how many illegal firearms committed. It's 99% illegal firearms in all the crimes in the country, right? People trying to gather firearms to protect themselves and their family. Jacob ain't signing nothing over a year now. The man ain't signed one year. And you know something? When a businessman and a homeowner go and get an illegal firearm to protect himself and his family, you know they want to lock him up for that too, right?
Well, they have no choice to lock them up because it's illegal. All right, thank you very much, caller. Let's go again. Like I said, we move with speed tonight, and let me just welcome Miran. Remember, Miran, for all your high-quality food products at the best possible prices. Let's go. Hello? Hello?
Hello, yeah, good night, Sean.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Yeah. You know, every government have a plan. This government have a different plan in his head, you know. His plan is to just make sure when Gary gives an gun, he don't like that. Right? He want to make sure that people know which is normal situation like me and whoever, you or whatever, get illegal gun that's actually bandit because they're taking out the bandit from jail and giving them custody out. But if a regular man like you have a gun, and you in the police don't tell somebody see that, they want to lock you up there.
No, but
the bandit could go, they're only getting bail study and killing people again.
Yeah, but the difference...
I was robbed and a policeman son.
But what is it...
Beat up.
But what is it...
Nothing. And I not 10 years, I just a couple of months or 2 months.
But what is the difference between a bandit and a police?
But they were telling you, these fellas and I'm joking. Okay, he said the COVID is the COVID that, but Carnival going on. Nobody get no COVID. You realize you see no foreigner inside it? They get no foreigner. So they keep a Carnival in Tobago. Me I see no pothole in Tobago. Now why I say nothing bad about Tobago, but that's telling you, it's so that every corner is a hole.
In Parliament too.
No pothole, and me see no tourists over it. So they make no money. So everything's smooth and nice and whatnot. Right? But everybody whining. Let's put right foot going down the road.
100% correct. And what means that? Don't worry, we're going to have the mother of all carnival according to Gypsy. The mother of all carnival. Yeah. Imagine that. Catching with Nenen. But don't worry, carnival get... Thank you very much, Kola. Local government elections put off for almost a year. Why? Because Rowley realized that he would have gotten one sweet cuttass, right? But here we do. He's so stupid that he gave Gary the opportunity now for Gary to build up his party. Here what happening? If you realize that the UNC in disarray and the UNC split, because nearly every person who used to support the UNC now is like, they realize that it don't make sense with Kamala there anymore. Nearly everybody I talk to. So the UNC split. It have no other viable option right now. So when was the best time to call election? Because here what happening? PNM people, you could beat them with hammer on the head and still they're going to vote. You rob them, vote PNM. You raise prices 10 times, vote PNM. What you going to do? That is life. That is what they will do. Let's go again. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, good night, Inshan.
Good night. Go ahead.
Inshan, you know what is my problem in this country? Government not offering nothing. They offer 4% to workers, and 4% they're adding up to nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, nothing in this country is supposed to release. Nothing supposed to release. I see the going yesterday, the finance minister going yesterday, and he raising the fee on firearms. All the people with the firearms have to pay to renew their license. They have to pay more money to do it. Nothing in this place is not supposed to be going up. Nothing.
But
thank you. You enjoy your night.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you so much. Absolutely right. Let's go again. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please. You're live.
All right. Good night, Mr. Inshan. I am calling in. I don't know if you can give us some help, some insight. I am calling from behalf of Caribbean Fisheries. I work on the Ministry of Agriculture. We haven't gotten paid for the whole month. There's a big controversy with a board there, and the board contract was not renewed. And for some reason, the Minister of Agriculture, nobody seems to be giving us no headway into when salary is being paid.
Okay,
this has been going on for the last 3 months.
And this is where?
Caribbean Fisheries Training and Development Institute in Shadaramas.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And of course, you know, I was told today that checks, people who disability checks and other checks, they're being told that here what happening, the bank have to hold for a few days because the government is unable to pay in certain areas. And I don't know what really going on, because here what happening, you're seeing contractors who are involved in the drug trade, known contractors in the drug trade. Their whole family from the mother go right up involved in the drug trade, and them paving road. I tell you, we don't know where we reach in this country, no, but let's sit down, take it easy, wind to the left. Carnival coming up, or let's wind to the right, fix up. Let's go again. Hello?
Inshan, hello. Good night, my brother.
Good night.
Yeah, Inshan, I'm sorry about the Mason losses I hear. It's real sad. But you believe, the first time I see that is when you show it now. Inshan, it have a lot of bad things that is happening, and we don't know it. I see that on Ian Allen. I see it on Beyond the Tape. I didn't see the papers where I'm Mason lose the eye. Inshan, I see a man on TV almost crying. He leave me house this Friday, and they call him, and when he come back Saturday, when he meet Saturday, all the galvanized and he was gone. I see it on none of the news, and none of the Facebook and all them things I see. Inshan, they're going with all the galvanized on the man house, all the toilet bowl. He planning to move into Christmas. He can't move in again. It have a lot of crime going on here, and we're not hearing anything about it, and not seeing it and nothing.
Because I said it before, people not reporting it because you realize it is a waste of blasted time, because the people you're reporting it to more crooked than the criminals. You know what I mean? And that is what's going on.
I'll listen off it, brother.
Thank you so much. And I said it before. Look at the Imam in Bamboo when he was robbed. I got a hold of the people responsible. I contacted the police, some fella named Valmiki too, and I gave him the information. 4 o'clock in the evening, 7:30 bloody police show up when the people gone. And by 6:30 the people were still there. So all you're telling me that people getting robbed, people getting stabbed, and they're not reporting it because they know that the police in this country under Jacob is an abject failure. They know that police under Hines, abject failure. So crime is not being reported. I mean, look at it. Under Jacob, millions of dollars in cable theft. You ain't hearing nothing. You hear a few people get catch, But at the end of the day, millions of dollars gone. How much have they retrieved? Let's go again, guys. Hello, we'll take 2. Yeah. Kill that. Why are we allowing that to come through? Right? One final caller. Let's go. Hello? Okay. I think we lost that caller. Right? So we have to hold it there because it's 9:30. I apologize. I would have loved to take more calls, but as you realize, time is up. I just want to tell you 2 things. One is that to all those of you who assisted us with the Brandon Ramkisoon case, thank you so much. What happens is that tomorrow goods will be delivered, and of course, as I said before, we will purchase the vacuum and the balance will be given to him, right, to assist in whatever needs he wants. Now, I just want to make it clear, in February, Brandon did a GoFundMe and raised $20-something thousand. And I want to make it abundantly clear to Mr. Brandon, I don't want to see a repeat of any GoFundMe or anything like this again, because I will come there and on behalf of all the people who paid for things, I will come and take it back. Because I'm very serious when it comes to these things. We don't mix matters at all when it comes to doing things for people, especially I was very disappointed that the day after we raised the funds, the next day the GoFundMe was back up. So I hope there will never be a repeat of that notations again. Right? So that's said and done. Secondly, don't forget that our massive sale Saturday, this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. over 250 tools and accessories. Rockin' Bamboo number 2. We are 8 buildings after the temple. It's the only 3-story building on the main road itself. You'll see 3 boom lifts in the yard, right? You can't miss it from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's this Saturday. Come down and take advantage because, like I said before, we're moving like pipers. And of course, I look forward to seeing you at Baraka Grounds this weekend. Remember, we have, you can come down there and relax with the family if you never come. And of course, the pool is open for you to come and bathe and relax and chill out with the family. And of course, just to let you know as well, remember if you're using the facility, whether you are bathing or not, you have to pay to use the facility because we pay a lot to maintain the facility, and at the end of the day, when you pay, you help us to continue to maintain the facility, all right? And to members of the Muslim community, if you have never come down to the mosque in Baraka Grounds, make a visit this Friday. What happens is that normally we have a nice attendance here, and it's normally be a good session. So looking forward to seeing you and your family as you bust a lime at Baraka Grounds this weekend or any time thereof. God bless you. Take care, and I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. Be safe out there. And if you see Fitzgerald Hines, or you could tell him something on behalf of me. That is all I want you to do. Because I don't cuss and misbehave, and well, I don't cuss, but I misbehave. Right? So take care, folks. Be safe, and I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. Remember, there's a repeat of this program, 9 p.m. on Saturday. Take care. Assalamu alaikum, and good evening.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me out aloud that on that day I'll be That's not the way it works. Help me find my way. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong. I know I'm waiting, yearning for something, something known only to me. This waiting comes with trials and challenges. Life is one mystery. I wish that somehow you'd tell me out of love that on that day you'll forgive me. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it was. I beg for your mercy. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Lord, show me.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVRF systems and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year
Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong.
So let us begin from the beginning. Who are Ya'juj and Ma'juj? And what does the Quran and Sunnah say about them? The issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is something that doesn't just occur in the hadith. It is explicit in the Quran. So Allah Azza wa Jal mentions Ya'juj